Oh, we're live.
There we go. Here we are. We got the Jelly Monster SSM Creations in the house. Always good to see.
They already put in half a show with the content in the comments.
Jelly Monster is first because he is jelly.
He is jelly. One of my favorite songs is She Don't Use Jelly by the Flaming Lips.
I've never heard of either of those.
Oh, you've heard that song. I'll play it for you sometime.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Well, it's schedule day. We're going to be talking a lot of schedule and some other random Viking-ness stuff.
Yeah, we're a pube or two early. The times are not out for every single game, but you know the primetime games are out. The whole layout of the schedule is basically been confirmed. So a lot of talk about, and there's a lot of games that have a lot of storylines tied into them.
A lot of storylines. Raffy's tuning in for dinner. I hope what's on the menu. That's what I want to know.
Yeah, I'm guessing Raffy's having a nice tuna melt tonight.
I'm saying corn dogs.
Corn dogs for Raffy? I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, so we're going to be talking storylines, maybe throw out some predictions. Hopefully everyone in the comments throws out some predictions, what you think the Vikings will end up on. The tricky part is it's another game this year, and I'm never going to get used to that, ever.
It's what?
An additional game this year.
Oh, yeah. You know, before we go any further, we need to take a moment and give some respect to a Viking legend who passed away today. Beers for Burns, Jerry Burns. R.I.P., man. R.I.P. What a guy. What a coach.
Burnsy, the coach on the sidelines as I was first starting to watch those Vikings, coaching guys like Keith Millard, Chris Dolman, Anthony Carter, Wade Wilson.
Let's
Beers for Burns.
Oh, this way. Hell yeah. Beers for Burns. You got him. Let's raise a toast.
Ooh, biscuits and gravy, Raffy. Well done. He hates tuna. Nobody likes tuna.
Yeah.
You like tuna, you're over the age of 64 and have no taste buds. Patrick Harms, cheers to Burnsy.
You never have a good old tuna melt every now and then? Tuna salad?
No, uninterested. Ed Rock guys in the house. Julian Marker's in the house.
Yeah. I mean, no one would ever give a press conference the way Jerry Burns did. I mean, it was legendary. He would not have any money because of all the swears and cusses that he would say. And go back to one of our early videos. I did a little mock interview with Jerry Burns. Check it out. Just to show what kind of legend he was.
Oh, one thing is for certain. Jerry Burns loved Bob Schnelker, and he was not going to get fired. Bob Schnelker is the shit.
Love Schnelker so much. He would do anything for Schnelker. Stood up for him. He would take a bullet for Schnelker.
I like that. I like a guy who backs up his offensive coordinator like that.
I'd take a bullet for you, one bar.
Well, unfortunately, Bob Schnelker died in 2016.
Oh, my God. What happened?
I don't know, but we're going to be talking schedule. We'll give her a little bit here. We're talking schedule. And yes, let's kill some time with the old big breaking news of the Green Bay Packers brand new shiny quarterback.
Blake Bortles just signed with the Packers to flesh out that depth chart at quarterback with Kirk Benekert. Didn't they sign the guy who got in trouble for breaking into someone's house in Denver? Chad Kelly was in that?
I believe they brought him in. I don't think they signed him.
And now they have Jordan Love. So I don't know. When I saw this, I didn't immediately think this meant the end. You know, that meant Rodgers was out for sure. It's Blake Bortles. He's Blake Bortles. But it does kind of point that way.
Nah, I think this means absolutely nothing. I mean, Blake Bortles has been it's not like teams have been clamoring for him. It's not like this means absolutely nothing when it comes to Aaron Rodgers in my mind. Zip.
Yeah, I'm pretty much with you, but I mean, maybe they got some insurance now. They got a veteran backup who they could play behind Jordan Love if worse comes to worse. But we'll see. I suppose they offered him a big contract the other day. I don't know. I mean, I love this thing to keep dragging out and get uglier and uglier. I'm enjoying it from afar, and I really appreciate what Aaron Rodgers is doing to the Packers right now.
Yeah, Blake Bortles. I can't think of anything better than Blake Bortles being the Packers starting quarterback. I can't think of anything better. The only twist I could see on this is the fact that the Packers have dog shit for old quarterbacks, veterans on the team. And this is like their backup. Obviously, they don't want to get rid of Rodgers. So if all of a sudden he's gone, Jordan Love's new mentor is Blake freaking Bortles.
I just saw a video of Blake Bortles on Twitter, and I don't know what the whole context of the video is, but he's like, if he's looking at a house with the realtor and they say, what's the first thing you do in the morning? He goes, take a piss. So
who said that?
Blake Bortles did.
I like
So
Blake Bortles. He was always good for some garbage time touchdowns in fantasy.
I like him now for that because that was kind of an amazing comment. He said something else stupid later in that thing, but yeah, I would love to face Blake Bortles twice a year. Packers this year would be amazing.
Alex Rush, absolutely. That is 100% correct. Tim Boyles.
What I want to touch on what Patrick Harms brought up is Jordan Love really that far behind? It makes you wonder. It really makes you wonder: is Jordan Love just not figuring it out? I don't know. He was barely active last year, so you didn't really have a full preseason last year. You're never standing there on the sideline in uniform. I don't even know if he remembers how to put on his shoulder pads.
Well, Blake Bortles, I don't think this says anything to do with anything. I don't know. I think if Aaron Rodgers was gone and they had to play a game tomorrow, I'm pretty sure Jordan Love they would put out there before Blake Bortles.
If they put Blake Bortles ahead of Jordan Love, that would be disaster to look back on your draft class. I mean, how shit would that be? You're pretty much already waving the white flag on Jordan Love.
Jordan Love, I can't wait to see whoever it is, as long as it's not Rodgers. So hopefully, like you said, it just gets grosser and grosser and messier, and Vikings fans will just revel in it.
I can't wait.
Peter Hoffer, you changed your name.
In his picture, I think.
No, that was his. No. I want to say it was Jesse something. All right, Pete Burns. Beers for Burns.
Beers for Burns. Do it again.
All right. Should we start talking about the schedule or what? Let's get into this, Hog.
Oh, I suppose my asparagus is simmering. I better get into this right now.
Well, your piss is going to reek tomorrow. Julian Marker, Blake Bortles.
Blake Bortles. He went Blake Bortles. I like it. I don't love it, but I like it.
Damn it, Julian. You send that shirt back. I'm surprised they signed Blake Bortles over Sean Mannion.
I like Rafi's comment. He's gonna. What was he having again? Some kind of casserole,
biscuits and gravy.
Oh yeah, that's what it was. Biscuits and gravy. Could you imagine Sean Mannion revenge game against the Vikings? He just rips it up, throws his first touchdown.
Guarantee
you, he would throw his first touchdown. Absolutely, he would. All right, yeah. Let's hop into the schedule. Why not? We got enough guys in here. We can start talking about this thing.
Yeah, as we're going through this, throw your comments for the game in there. Put any storylines that come to mind. If you think we're gonna get the Dubski at the end, we're gonna just pull a complete projection out of our ass that will make no sense, but we're gonna do it anyways.
Yeah, so let's start week 1. The Vikings go on the road, noon game, Cincinnati Bengals. Now, first blush, this doesn't look like a very interesting matchup, but there's a ton of storylines here. You got Mike Zimmer going back to his old team. You got Trey Wayne's revenge game, Mackenzie Alexander double revenge game, Riley Reif playing. There's a whole bunch more. Thaddeus Moss is still on the Bengals. You got the Moss connection. Who am I forgetting? I feel like I'm forgetting a ton more. You got Joe Burrow, who's throwing the ball at Jamar Chase, but Justin Jefferson just said that, what do you say, Burrow's got a little more swag than Kirk Cousins, some shit like that.
It's true.
And I don't know, is Burrow going to be ready to go for this one? Sounds like he is. Will be 100%. I don't know, but this is kind of an interesting first game for the Vikings.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't played the Bengals since 2017, where we absolutely just spanked their ass. Series record, we're 7-6 against the Bengals. So that should give us hope. But no, I look forward to this one because Jamar Chase, they got some pretty damn good receivers, Chase, Boyd, Higgins. And then, of course, Joe Burrow. It'll be fun to watch him up close in person. I still don't think the Bengals are going to be overly fantastic, but they're a team that's going to get better and better. I like that week 1 matchup.
I do. I feel like the Bengals are a week away. You know what? Are a year away, not a week away. Do you know the last time Cam Dancer faced Jamar Chase in college, he shut his ass down?
2 for 13, baby.
Yeah, it wasn't pretty. Week 2, the Vikings find themselves on the road again, back-to-back road games at the Arizona Cardinals. I don't have the time for this one, but this could be a tough matchup.
Yeah, the Cardinals are a team that will either just come out and light you up or completely step on their dick. It's going to be the interesting one about this game. Will be weird to see AJ Green in a different jersey. So he'll be lining up for the Cardinals, and then Kyler Murray is very, very scary. And then their first round pick, Zaven Collins and JJ Watt. Forgot about him.
Don't forget, it's a Patrick Peterson revenge game. He's coming back, his own stadium, facing his former teammates. Who knows? Maybe we'll even have Larry Fitzgerald on the roster at this point.
And also, they have a certain kicker They got Matt Prater, but they also have one more on their roster.
You think he's gonna make the team? You bringing prop? Is this show and tell? Then the Nuge?
Mike Nugent, baby. I'm gonna put Nuge right here in honor of that.
Why don't we have the Nuge?
So yeah, a couple interesting games right off the bat. There are two teams that could, unfortunately, surprisingly beat us. So
a lot of intrigue, and then for some reason, the gods smiled upon us this year. The Seahawks are coming to U.S. Bank Stadium in Week 3. We are actually going to host the Seahawks this year. It's shocking.
Yeah, I mean, of course, we play the Seahawks. We played them 15 years in a row, but the fact that they're finally coming to Minnesota, this is our moment. This is our moment. In Seattle, I think they might be on the downswing here.
Yeah, I mean, they still got Russell Wilson. They added the receiver, the sneaky little Dwayne Eskridge with their first pick. There's still a lot of firepower here on offense, and they kind of just owned us. I mean, we should have won that game last year. We let that one slip away. So I would love to end the Seahawks jinx and just destroy them at home. I don't want to win. I want to destroy them.
Seattle's just one of those teams. They're like the Saints, where watching Pete Carroll chew his gum. They're just all arrogant. Ever since Richard Sherman was there, I don't care if he's not there anymore. Seattle can eat my ass. And and they didn't have barely any draft picks, but they seem to get the guys that I really liked. Eskridge, Stone Forsythe. They got Cade Johnson as an undrafted free agent. It just butters my ass even more.
They used to call me Seattle in high school.
Why?
You said Seattle could eat your ass.
Oh, God. Next, who else we got?
All right.
Alex Rush thinks we're already off to a 3-0 start, damn it, and I like it.
Back to the schedule. We got the old Cleveland Browns coming. We got 3 home games in a row. The second one is against the Browns, who are going to be pretty damn good. But then you got the Kevin Stefanski angle returning to where he learned how to coach football, U.S. Bank Stadium. Yeah,
the Browns, they'll be legit. Stefanski, hopefully when he comes out, he gets one hell of a round of applause. Their first round pick, Greg Newsome, and then they got the Joker. So they had a very good draft as well, and they brought in some guys in free agency. Clowney already adding to that very, very good team. And Anthony Schwartz, he's going to be a fantasy sleeper, I think. I think he's going to do some damage as a rookie.
I see your Schwartz is bigger than mine. Spaceballs.
Say that, haven't you?
I have been. All right, so then we have the Knee Eaters coming to town October 10th. Detroit Lions, led by Dan Campbell, Penei Sewell, and Jared Goff. Noon game. The Lions come to U.S. Bank Stadium. So first division game isn't until week 5, which is kind of crazy.
And it's against the Lions. And it's man, the Lions, you understand why they went with Sewell and passed up on any quarterbacks, but I didn't realize their depth chart is still David Blau, right? It's Blau and Tim Boyle.
Blau's still around?
No, you're damn right he is. Tim Boyle. So Jared Goff, I mean, he's going to be just a big old question mark. But if he got hurt, those Lions, I think, are in for a rough couple years.
I got a Tim Boyle on my left butt cheek.
That's gross. And the receivers completely annihilated. I mean, they got nothing. Rashard Perriman, Tyrell Williams, fine. Couple of number 2s.
Amon-Ra St. Brown, though.
I do love Amon-Ra St. Brown, but the Lions, I think they're in for a real tough season.
Yeah, I feel like they're not even a team that's on the upswing yet. I feel like it's going to be a year before they maybe have that year where you feel like they're maybe turning the corner. So
Ben Bowman, very, very accurate statement here. Sewell's going to be playing right tackle. Hunter is going to be eating some nuts, as just like Everson Griffin used to do.
Is his name Seattle too? I'm excited that Marvin Jones is gone. He used to tear the Vikings apart, 3 touchdown games. He's long gone, so we'll see who was the new Viking killer on the Lions. All right, so then we have the Carolina Panthers. Looks like we go there this year, facing Sam Darnold, J.C. Horn, and maybe Christian McCaffrey will be healthy this year for the Panthers.
Yeah, I mean, they DJ Brown, Robbie Anderson, they got some good receivers. Sam Darnold's gonna be a fun one. Did I see that right? Where the Jets actually play the Panthers week 1?
Yeah,
that's pretty sweet. But the Panthers again, very, I don't know, Trying to be nice
Mundane.
here, but
Big Cat's guy watching. Don't piss him off.
well, one thing is that I'm not excited about is Jeremy Chin. Didn't he have like 14 turnovers against us last year?
Yeah, he had like 2 touchdowns on back-to-back plays. So Jeremy Chin loves playing the Vikings. I like that Jeremy Chin.
I like that Jeremy Chin. Bam Troll, he's excited. Excited to see those times.
He dropped a hat.
Is that accurate yet? We got a Halloween night game?
Yes, we do.
We've had one of those before.
Yeah, we're getting to that. So after the Panthers, we had the bye of a Week 7 bye.
Hold on. We have breaking news. Raymond Schrenkel. Jeremy Chin is his spirit animal.
I think only like 17-year-old girls use that phrase.
No, they don't.
Schrenkler did.
You shouldn't be talking to 17-year-old girls. Beers for Bernsey.
Wait, does that mean? Oh yeah, beers for Bernsey.
Mike Sullivan makes a very good point. That gives us a very good chance to hopefully come out of the gate strong. I mean, Bengals and Cardinals 1 and 2. Those are 2 games they should probably win. It's going to be. I think we're going to get a feel for this team right out of the gates.
Yeah, we will, and hopefully they're ready to roll. They're fired up. They started off on such a flat note last year, and I hope that's a complete 180 this year. I think it will be. Just everybody's back. Hunter's back. Pierce is back. There's a lot of energy around this Vikings team.
Raymond, you're welcome. Well, yeah, look at it last year. I mean, last year through 5 weeks, we were doing mock drafts and pretty much had the Vikings taking Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, it looked like it. They looked like shit. They weren't interested. They couldn't stop anybody on defense, and then all of a sudden, they got hot and ended up with Christian Darrisaw, which is fine. It all worked out great.
Christian Darrisaw and 2 third-round picks. All right, who's next?
All right, well, it is the first primetime game. It's NBC. It must be a Sunday night on Halloween. Get your trick-or-treating done early because we're playing the Cowboys.
Allie.
Never been a huge fan of games on Halloween, especially when you have young kids. It makes it very, very difficult.
You don't have any trick-or-treaters anymore?
No, I don't. It don't matter to me anymore. I'm just saying, when I was in that situation, you're in that situation. A lot of people are probably in the situation. So, yeah, I mean, it's the Cowboys. It's primetime. Is it at? It's at Dallas. Oh, it's at home. It's at US Bank Stadium. So Dallas came in there. They destroyed it. Andy Dalton beat us. Vikings are looking for revenge in this one.
Yeah, let's before we get into Dallas, this is a good question by old Raffy while he's eating those biscuits and gravy, which I hope you got a big old sunny side up egg on top of that. Over easy, I mean. Bynum, no, I don't think he competes for a starting spot. This is great timing because Xavier Woods, this is his revenge game.
It is.
It'll be Woods and Hitman. I mean, especially for the start of the season. If Woods isn't as exciting as we think he might be, then I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, I talked to the Cowboys guy, Jay Tuck. He was really not. No one in Dallas is a fan of Xavier Woods, so they were happy to see him go. So it made me very nervous. Yeah, I think Woods will really have to step in his dick to lose his starting spot. But Bynum, we'll see. We'll see what he brings. He's one of these guys I'm going to watch closely in camp and see, just get a feel for how he plays and what he looks like. Because to me, I don't know. He just doesn't seem like a big physical safety at all. He seems very undersized to me.
You watch the special teams if you want to see him.
Ooh,
Chaz Surratt. I think Chaz Surratt could be a great player. Well, the Vikings have high aspirations for him, taking him with their second, third round pick. So I hope they're motivated to get him out there and get him out there in weird situations, put him all over the place.
Yeah, and hopefully they use him right, get creative with him, use his talents to their advantage.
Well, let's talk. We kind of skipped over Dallas. I interrupted
you.
Let's
just CeeDee Lamb and Adam Thielen kind of had a catch off against each other. I wonder if that will continue.
Catch off.
Lamb made that amazing diving catch where he just drove back, he caught it on his back, and Thielen went up to him with this insane catch. So I mean, we'll see if that competition carries over. Dak Prescott will be back, but I would love to just destroy Dallas at home. I don't like the Cowboys, never have.
I never got the Dallas hate like a lot of people do. I mean, I don't like them. I don't know.
The hate stems from they're always on primetime. It never stopped. They can suck.
Yeah, but it's fun because generally have been losing lately. So
we have Monday night.
I do like their draft. I mean, Micah Parsons was a great pick. Who else did they get? Jabril Cox in round 5. So
they're
they definitely loaded up on defense in this draft.
Look, they had a bunch of reaches in the second and third round. I liked their draft the year before where they got Lamb, Diggs, Gallimore. They got the center from Wisconsin. They took everybody I loved. Like their draft was what I wanted the Vikings draft to be. This year, I thought they just pull a Jeff Carson.
Ben Bowman, I didn't think he was old. I'm gonna have to look this up. I didn't think he was elderly.
The one thing that sucks, you watch the Christian Darrisaw highlights, and he absolutely destroys Chad Sherrod. One of the highlights just kills him. I'm surprised he's still standing.
And Raymond Schrankler, that's valid because that's a shitty number. 51 is a gross number. I'm trying to think of another Viking that wore 51. Was Carlos Jenkins 51? Greg Biekert maybe?
Biekert.
Somebody find a good Viking that wore 51. 51. Yeah.
That was Biekert, by the way.
Got it.
All right, so Cowboys come home. That's our
Ed
first.
Guy Rocks is upset today, by the way.
I don't like them because they have that fat grimace looking. Yes, Mike McCarthy. You're right. Thank you, Ed Guy Rocks.
Ed Guy Rocks in the house. Love that guy.
Rock. Yeah, he definitely rocks for saying that. So then,
ooh,
after the Cowboys,
Matt Burns has a great question.
Jeez, I don't know. You haven't seen really either one of them, so hard to say at this point. I don't think you can really honestly answer that question. But I'm gonna say Kellen Mond.
Wow, of course. I can't remember how many years did Jordan Love start. All right, he started 3 years at Utah State. I was gonna say Kellen Mond just strictly because he was the guy at Texas A&M. He was a captain from day one. But Jordan Love,
he was Kilmer's workhorse.
We'll have to see. Can't answer that. It's too early.
I just saw a highlight of him run out the field and he tried to throw the ball into the net and he missed. At practice.
Ben Lieber, Julian Mark, these guys are coming through. You're right, Ben Lieber. Well done.
Yeah, he was good. Very handsome too. All right, let's move on. Back to schedule. After the Cowboys, Vikings go on the road to face the Ravens at M&T Bank Stadium. So never an easy task when you go on the road and face the Ravens. They're always good. Always good. Always. I mean, John Harbaugh always has the team ready to roll. Always.
Yeah, I think Baltimore. I think they're coming out swinging this year. I think they're going to be damn good. I think they're going to be competing for that AFC. They had Rashad Bateman. They had Sammy Watkins. They got Ben Cleveland. They had themselves a draft. Jason Owe. Shit. Sean Wade. They got the draft that I dreamt of.
Yeah.
Minus Wyatt Davis. Baltimore is going to be good this year. Vikings will have a is this at Baltimore?
Yep.
I'm chalking up a big old L for the Vikings here.
Whoa, let's not get in the win-loss just yet, but yeah, I feel that as well. Yeah, it's just the Ravens are one of those teams that are always good. Even their down years are like 7-9. They're never horrible. So yeah, I think the Ravens. Lamar Jackson against his defense scares me. Yep, good point.
SSM is on point tonight.
He beat it. He beat me to it. Yeah, the Vikings, mobile quarterbacks, not great. Just not great.
That's why Kyler Murray. I mean, look at the guys we're facing: Kyler Murray, Russell Wilson, Lamar Jackson. We're pretty much going against the cream of the crop when it comes to. All right, say it.
I was just gonna wonder if
I thought you were gonna say rise to the top.
No, I was wondering if the guy who was having biscuits and gravy was having cream corn with it.
That's gross. That's not breakfast food. I agree, Bam Troll. No losing talk. Percentage chance Rodgers leaves Green Bay right now. I don't like this talk where all of a sudden John Kuhn's coming out and AJ Hawk and these guys are like, there's a chance it could rekindle. So I actually think the chances of he leaves Green Bay, I'm putting it at 25%.
I'm going to go with 50-50.
Anything can happen. I
hope he doesn't leave Green Bay. I hope he stays there, but just doesn't play. That's what I want to happen.
I kind of want him to leave.
He's still there.
I want him to leave. I want it to be done.
To pout and not play.
Yeah, nobody eats cream corn. Have you ever had biscuits and gravy?
No, he's the only person who said what he was having for dinner, so I wanted to comment about it.
Matthew Zook. Damn right. Cardinals don't scare you at all. They kind of scare me a little bit. DeAndre Hopkins.
Never show weakness.
All right, who else we got?
All right, after the Ravens, it's the Chargers at SoFi Stadium. That's the new stadium. We destroyed them last time we went on the road and played them. Yeah, I don't know. The Chargers are a team I do feel like are going to be on the upswing, be pretty competitive. That will be a tough game. Should be a good game.
Yeah, Herbert's just going to get better. I think he's going to be a star. Rashawn Slater broke our hearts when he fell to pick whatever it was, 13. They're going to be better. So I don't got much to say on the Chargers. They're just another team that's just kind of, it could be really good, or they could just be in the middle. Asante Samuel Jr. So I do like their draft.
And I believe that is the game, the added game, the extra game is that one. So then we come back home. The Packers are at US Bank Stadium on November 21st. Who will be the quarterback of the Packers that game? That is the question at this point. Will it be Aaron Rodgers? Will it be Blake Bortles? Will it be Jordan Love or Kyle Beckert?
I'm trying to think of ways that the Packers got better this offseason.
Well, the Packers got better?
I'm trying to think of the ways that the Packers got better. I mean, clearly they're a very good team, as much as that is very painful to say. I mean, they're in the NFC Championship game. But when I look at it, they just got a year older. They lost their starting center. Aaron Rodgers is having a piss fit. I mean,
it all comes down if Aaron Rodgers plays or not. If Rodgers is back, they're going to be in the mix. If he's gone, they're going to be shit. I mean, I think this is either going to be a 10-win team at worst if Rodgers is a quarterback, or a team that wins 3 games if he's not.
Yeah, and I think when all is said and done, the Vikings, regardless of who's there, they will split with them. Just the way it goes. We will beat Rodgers at least once if he's there, most likely. And if he's not, we'll probably step on our dick and lose one. And yeah, Raymond, you should have I think you need to have your wife call me later. We need to have a chat about that.
I don't know what you're going for there. You stay away from the Shrinkler's wife, one bar.
Ben Lieber.
You look nothing like him, so I think Shrinkler's pretty confident if he'd talk to you, you'd be okay. So November 28th, well, our bellies will be full of turkey at this point, and we're going on the road facing the San Francisco 49ers, who I do feel like their season last year was just because of injuries and COVID. They're going to be in the mix. They're going to be in the NFC hunt next year.
Who are we on, the Niners?
Yeah.
I think it all depends on who they throw a quarterback. If it's Trey Lance, I think it's going to be a very, very up and down season with some very, very ugly games. But if it's Garoppolo, yeah, they'll be back in the mix.
Well, and one thing we should probably note about this game is if both these teams are good, which they should be at this point, this could be a game that gets flexed. This could be moved to a Sunday night. So I wouldn't be surprised if it did. If the Vikings have a winning record at this point, Niners do, like we kind of expect. This could be a game that has a lot of onus in the NFC North.
Onus. One guy to watch on the Niners, Trey Sermon. They mix up those running backs quite a bit. I believe their starter is it Mostert?
Yeah, Mostert, Sermon. I feel like they always have 17 running backs. McKinnon's gone. Is the other guy gone too?
Yes. I don't remember where he went, but he's not there.
Tevin Coleman, he went somewhere.
God, where the hell did he go? Is he a Jet? I want to say he's a Jet.
I don't know if he's a Jet.
Peter Hoffer with the Nuge.
Nuge ski. Anybody knows where Tevin Coleman went? Comment.
It's somewhere gross. Or maybe it's the Broncos. I don't remember. And by the way, hashtag 3000 still rolling. We're giving away that jersey this weekend. Christian Darrisaw jersey. We got 3,000 subs. So be sure to keep hitting up those hashtag 3000s in the comments. Boom.
All right. So then after the Niners, we go to Ford
Miami.
Field.
There it is.
Is it Miami for sure? All right.
Now we got a Jets. Shit.
So anyway,
it was Miami.
Okay. After the Niners, we go face the Lions for round 2. So it looks like, again, this year we play the Lions twice before we play the Bears. I feel like that was the case last year. We played one team twice before we played the other one. So we'll be done with the Lions before we face the Bears once. So hopefully that's 2 wins in the division. We take on the knee biters at their own stadium on the 5th of December.
We're gonna wipe the floor with the Lions both times this year. Sorry.
Jacob Tobin confirms that Tevin Coleman is a Jet.
The Lions are gonna be like 2-14. The receivers are so gross.
They're gonna be scrappy. You know why? Because I like this Dan Campbell.
Patrick Harms, you're damn right. Bring on that 4,000, baby.
God damn, Patrick. I know we got off to a rough start when you first started commenting, but you're one of my favorites. One of my favorites. All right. So after we sweep the Lions, we get the Steelers at home. So I don't think we've had the Steelers at home in quite a while. Last time, I think the home game we had against them before was in London. So we play the Steelers at home December 9th. That is a Thursday night game on NFL Network or Amazon if you have Amazon streaming services. How do you feel about Thursday night games? You a fan of them or not?
Yeah, I actually like the Thursday night games. They're fun. I mean, I don't like a ton. I mean, one is plenty.
I like it better when it's not us playing. I like it better when it's other teams.
Yeah, but it's always good to have one. I mean, it'll be good. This will be a good game. Ben Roethlisberger, who knows what he's going to bring, if he's just going to be old as shit this year and show his age. Najee Harris, that'll be a fun one to watch. And they got some nice pieces on defense. So Steelers will be the Steelers, where they'll be a good team and they won't make the Super Bowl.
They're like the Ravens. They're always good. Even when they're bad, they're still good. You never want to, Ben Roethlisberger, Hall of Fame quarterback, as gross as he is, as old as he is, he's still a gamer. He'll still chuck that ball down the field. He's never out of a game. So, no, his system creation is going right. Yeah, we'll see. Maybe you'll be Rebel Russo. Maybe I'll be. We'll figure it out down the road.
Raymond has.
This is what I want to talk about here. This is very interesting. Very interesting. I want to see this proof, Schrankler.
Now I still got Patrick Harms' reaction video from the draft. I can confirm that is not Rick Spielman.
Maybe he's wearing a mask.
Patrick's much better looking than Rick Spielman.
Oh, wow. All right. So after the Steelers, the Bears, first time we go on the road. It looks like a Monday night game, December 20th, before Christmas. Another Monday night game at Soldier Field, 20th December. It's going to be freezing ass cold. Weather's going to be shit. We're playing the Bears. And at this point, will it be – I'm going to assume Justin Fields will be the quarterback at this point.
It is the Bears. I mean, if for some reason they start out good with Andy Dalton, I mean, they're not going to mix things up. Nagy's in a must-win year here, so he's not just also going to hand the torch to Justin Fields. Fields is going to have to earn it.
His other option is Andy Dalton.
What's that?
His other option is Andy Dalton.
I'm just saying. If I had to guess, they're going to start with Andy Dalton.
No, they will.
Andy Dalton, for some reason, goes out there and gets some wins, which he's done with shitty teams before. We've seen him with the Bengals get some wins. They're going to leave him in there. They're not going to take him out.
Yeah, we're talking week. What is this? This is week 15. So I think they'll have their decision made well by this point. So,
well, the Bears have a very good defense. They'll continue to have a good defense. We'll see what happens. If I had to put my money on it, I'd say Justin Fields is going to be the quarterback. But I'm just saying, don't count on Andy Dalton playing this year. They gave him a shit ton of money.
Oh, no. I think he'll be the starter till week 4 or 5, and then it depends on the record at that point, and then they'll pull him, and then they'll put in Justin Fields and roll that way.
Yeah, the Bears, it comes down if their defense shows up. I think Tevin Jenkins is going to be better than advertised. I mean, their second-round pick. He'll be their starting left tackle. They had a very, very good draft. There's no sugarcoating that. I wish I could say differently.
Yeah, the fact they traded up twice and they still got the guys they got and ended up with Khalil Herbert later in the draft really chapped my ass. Herbski. All right, so let's go on. Let's see what's next here. After the Bears, we are back at home day after Christmas, one of the more depressing days of the year. We got the Rams coming to town, and I don't know. This Rams, I'm just not on the Rams hype train. I really felt they've drafted pretty poorly the last couple of years. I don't even know who the receivers are besides Deshaun Jackson and Van Jefferson. Matt Stafford is Matt Stafford. He's a gamer, but we always
ever heard of Robert Woods?
Oh, I forgot Robert Woods, but he's
Cooper
Robert
Kupp.
Woods. Yeah, okay, I guess I know the receivers now. Even so, I don't know. I think the Rams are kind of a hype train.
I'm all aboard that train. Shoot. I think with that defense, I think Stafford. I think Stafford's going to blow shit up with those receivers. He has been on a turd of a team pretty much his whole career. So to have a defense like that standing behind him, where there's not going to be many points on the board for the opposing team, and he can go out there and chuck that thing. I'm a little afraid of the Rams. I'm not going to lie. I don't want to say it, but I think they're going to be effing good.
Stafford had his own problems. I mean, like you said, he'll chuck that thing, which can lead to interceptions, tip balls into the Vikings' hands. So we'll see. I think the Rams are more hyped than anything. So we'll see how it all plays out. But again, this could have a game that has a huge impact on the NFC North standings. Both these teams should be in the mix at this point. We're talking playoff seeding here. This matchup could be huge. Again, another matchup that could be flexed.
One thing is becoming very clear as we go through this. The Vikings do not have an easy schedule.
No, again, I mean, we talked a couple weeks ago. We'll see how – we don't know what team's going to be good, what team's going to be bad. I mean, the Niners could suck. The Bears could be great. The Seahawks could suck. The Browns could take a step back. You don't know how everything's going to shake out. We'll see how it all unfolds. So I don't buy into the whole strength of schedule at this point when it's May and we're looking ahead. So speaking of looking ahead, let's move on beyond the 26th, January 2nd, Green Bay Packers round 2 at Lambeau Field, a game that, again, is going to guaranteed be freezing-ass cold. And, is that going to affect the Vikings passing game? Good thing we have a strong running game. I think we'll be just fine as far as moving the ball.
Yeah, that is going to be a game where all you see is the breaths at the line of scrimmage, which will be fantastic. It'll come down to who's got the better defense, and boy, those boys they added up front for the Vikings. I'm leaning towards the Vikings in that late game or late season.
Are you really that shocking? Bamtro just said they just released all the times out, so see if we can find that.
Ben Bowman hates Matthew Stafford more than I hate black olives.
You don't like crow balls?
Nobody does. Ish.
I actually prefer green olives on pizza, but if I'm just at a relish tray, I'm gonna probably grab a black olive. Guarantee
Jason
you.
Bowman predicting a 17-0 season. I like it.
I guarantee you, if I see a carrot, I'm gonna make sure that I make that into a penis head every time.
Well, yeah, that's why nobody sits by you.
Everybody does. Last game
Mike
of the year.
Sullivan knows knows it's nut up or shut up time.
I like that. That should be on a shirt.
Nut up or shut up, baby.
All right. Last game of the season is against the Bears, noontime. Again, will this game have any impact? This could be one of those games where it's, you rest the starters because your playoff seeding is already figured out, which would be fine. It's the extra game. It's game 17. So this might be like Oli Udo time, Kyle Hinton time, Kenny Willekes time. We'll see. We'll bring up the scrubs, let them play, and we'll see.
I hope so. I mean, I was hoping for Kyle Hinton time last year. It didn't happen. So, yeah, this will be the game we see Justin Fields, because the Bears just want to get him out there one time, and they know Andy Dalton's on a 1-year deal.
I'm gonna make a bold prediction. I say we see Justin Fields twice this year.
I mean, it's not that bold. He did take him in round 1.
Yeah, I mean, it's more bold to say we won't only see him once. I think they'll see him twice, but yeah, we'll see him. Mike Sullivan, I think you need to put that comment up.
4 primetime games, is that confirmed?
No. Yeah, I think it was. I'm gonna go through and look here. We got 1, 2, 3. Yep, we got 4 primetime games.
So it's go through them one time here.
Primetime games we got starting on week 8 against the Cowboys, Thursday night, it's a Sunday night on Halloween, 7:20. Then we have a Thursday night game against the Steelers, a Monday night game against the Bears, and I believe that would be a Sunday night game against the Packers.
Sunday night game against Packers, that's January 2nd?
Yep.
Might still be hungover from New Year's. That's going to be a rough one. SSM Creations,
what a guy.
as always, you're the man.
So what do you do on New Year's? You put a suit on, you go and watch the ball drop, or what?
Yes, usually sweatpants and a 12-pack.
You don't got to put a suit on to watch these balls drop.
I'll probably be next to you, so you'll see it. But so let's go through let's go through some early predictions here. Comments.
And yes,
Speak with your mind, not your purple heart. Don't let your purple heart get in the way. Remember, there are 17 games. What are you thinking just at a high level looking at this schedule?
Yeah, and are we gonna say win-loss and keep track at the same time, or are we doing this together? What do you think?
Just overall record.
All right, so week 1 at Bengals, I feel that that's a win.
Oh, we're going through every game?
Well, I was gonna go quickly.
Oh, let's just just look at it quick. What do you think the record will be?
Well, that's what I was trying to ask you. Okay, so
We got 11. We got a couple 11 and 6s right off the bat.
hang
Ben Bowman got fired on New Year's Eve because he dropped the ball. I don't know what that means. Sounds like a serious issue. Another 11 and 6. Nothing but 11 and 6s.
Hang on, I'm getting close.
17 and old Bam Troll. Boom. Beers for Burns.
I got wait, I got an extra game.
And yes, Ben Bowman, you're right. It was. I'm gonna play straight with you here. It was not that great.
What joke was it?
Chris Harstead.
I got
4,000. I like it. Keep it coming.
Hell yeah, I got 12 and 5.
Ed Guy rocks 9 and 8. Wow. All right. Another 9 and 8. Raffy. Tim Clark 9 and 8. Fifth toughest schedule. Ed Guy rocks. I think changed a couple. I think he changed his mind there. All right. What do you got?
12 and 5.
12 and 5. All right. Lupagus is drinking the Kool-Aid tonight. A lot of dubs.
That's the way I see it. Let me honest.
Ben Bowman, it looks like we got a tie here. I'd like him to specify the tie if he could. That would be great. I'm going 11 and 6, which I think will definitely be enough to get in the playoffs. I think this defense coming back is going to be just freaking huge. I think our defense is going to pull a
Are you okay?
I want to say 360. I'm trying to a 180. I don't know. They're going to be a completely different team.
Well, here's the thing. Mike Zimmer in odd years has historically been great. Your defense is coming back pretty much at full strength. Your offense has a ton of weapons. Your O-line as a whole should be better. It might be worse in some areas, but this team really looks primed and ready to roll. So assuming we can avoid injuries, we should be in the mix. There's no reason to think we won't be.
Yeah, and SSM Creations, we're almost spot on there. I don't think we lose to the Bears, but the teams you have out there listed right there, those are pretty damn valid.
The Rams can lick my nuts. I actually had us sweeping the Packers. I had us splitting with the Bears, sweeping the Lions.
I think the Steelers will be an interesting one.
Yeah.
I'm not so much afraid of the Niners, but like always, we'll win some games that we shouldn't, and we'll lose probably two that are just like, how the hell did we lose those games?
And yeah, it's just so weird saying like 12 and 5. It just doesn't feel right. Well,
we'll see what happens, but the gist of it is the Vikings do not have an easy schedule. I'm 4 primetime games. I'll take that though. That gets me excited.
Yeah, it was quite a few more than last year, right? Do we only have like 2?
I don't really remember. I don't want to remember last year.
Yeah, last year was very, very gross.
Last year's out of my brain. New beginnings.
Yeah, so that's it. That's the schedule. Yeah, at first blush, this does appear to be a very difficult 17-game run for the Vikings. But, I mean, if you're good, you know what did Ric Flair say? To be the best, you got to beat the best. Woo!
I don't know what he said. Patrick Harm, should we let him do a trivia question? I don't have very much hope here.
This will what it be. What former Viking coach died today? I guarantee you.
Mike Sullivan. Boo frickin' who every team has a tough schedule. Hey, you're damn right they do.
Thank you, Mike.
I like it.
All right, let's hear Patrick's question.
And yes, JJ, Alexis Martinez brings up a good point. He was right. Justin Jefferson's right. Kirk Cousins doesn't have swagger, and that's okay.
He's a dad.
Yeah, I mean, Joe Burrow has swagger. I like it. I like how he's smoking cigars after his game. He's got some confidence. Kirk Cousins is just the gee golly shucks guy, and that's just fine.
But Joe Burrow does sleep in Star Wars sheets, so
Oh,
he's got
God.
that going for him.
Patrick Arms, if you got it, throw it out there.
Yeah, let's see it, Patrick.
Want to see it as he's looking one up quick. I don't think he had one ready.
I think he's stalling. I really feel like he's stalling.
Don't leave yet, guys. We got to see what this is. Name the 2 current Vikings that got injured celebrating touchdown. I know one.
I'm actually just shocked by the quality of this question.
This is a good question. I'll give Patrick
Current Vikings?
Decent comeback. I know one. Everybody's looking it up because nobody has an answer right now.
I'm drawing blank in both.
I just got one. I think the second one might be made up.
I feel like I should know the one.
Don't say it. SSM Creations, no idea. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7.
We gotta have somebody get an answer here.
Time's up, kids. All right. Irv Smith was one.
Did he? Oh, yeah,
Irv,
he did.
Yeah, Old McDonald. There we go. Irv. I don't know who the second one is.
Mike Boone.
Boone ain't a Viking.
Oh, yeah, right.
Current Vikings. Say someone on defense. Yeah, Patrick, load us up. Irv Smith is one. Who's the second?
Marset. The hell did Raffy have on his biscuits?
Oh my God, Raffy was sprinkling his
straight heroin.
Patrick, who is it? Ed or Irv Smith? Oh, you're right. All right. That was a trick question. I did see that. How he got injured. I think he did a flip or something. Current Viking. It's valid. He is a current Viking.
It was very
Judith. Judith was late.
Who's Judith? Oh,
you mean? Yeah, Lamberston.
Old Judsky.
All right, before we wrap this up, you just did a recent video on some free agents that the Vikings want to bring in. I want you to ramble through those pretty quick.
Well, a couple guys have mentioned that you hear links with them looking at Ryan Kerrigan. You already brought up D.D. Westbrook, but Larry Fitzgerald, I think, would be a great addition to the Vikings receiving core. You want to have a veteran presence. If you get an injury to Adam Thielen or Justin Jefferson, I think you want to have a guy who's done it before. And I think he'd be a huge help to these young receivers on the roster. I think I also had Everson Griffin, who the Vikings have reportedly been talking to, which is absolutely shocking to me.
I don't believe it.
Yeah, I don't know either. And then I just put the guard, James Carpenter, as again, a guy who I don't think would compete for a starting job, but to have him as a backup would be huge over Dakota Dozier and Drew Samia.
Yeah, I think the Vikings still make some sort of move like that. They gotta be their depth chart is pretty well set. I think it would be a guy that just comes in as a role player or a guy for some depth. But I think they bring in at least another veteran, at least to get mildly excited about. Maybe about the name, not so much about the production.
Well, and you wonder when it's going to happen. Is it going to happen now? Is it going to happen during camp? Maybe they see some of these rookies and they think, holy shit, we got to get somebody else. I mean, Drew Samia still looks like poop. Maybe they'll, at that point, they'll go back and look at somebody. But I think it could happen anytime between now and, in the middle of August, really.
SSM. I did.
Well, one thing I hope the Vikings do this year is, just declare their return men, as soon as training camp gets going. Give them all the reps. No more of this shuffling game, mixing guys in and out.
The fact that they have about 3 options now opposed to 0 options gets me a little concerned that won't be the case. I'd like a nice, healthy battle going in the preseason, see some games.
Right.
Smith Marset, Iowa State running back. I'd be all for that. Alexis Martinez, if that happens, I'm going to show up and I'm going to spend the night at your house for about a week and a half. Make you dinner every night.
You're going to watch Steel Magnolia?
Well, I'm going to wait until he calls the cops, tell me to leave.
Wow, I guess you're going to break in.
If any of the guys you just listed, I want D.D. Westbrook 5 times out of 5. Get some more depth on that receiver. I think he's going to be a guy that's coming out hungry and wants to get that big old contract. Perfect guy for a 1-year prove-it deal.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'd rather see the more experienced guy. I think you have plenty of guys on the roster with upside. You don't need somebody like D.D. Westbrook. I would rather see Larry Fitzgerald come in.
That's
Be a
just your heart
mentor.
talking. That's your heart talking.
No, it's not. I was thinking more actually from a mentor role was what I was going from
I
there.
think Adam Thielen's a pretty good mentor.
Maybe.
Hercules
Larry
Matafa, you're damn right
better.
he's still on this team.
He is this team.
Mud butt. Ed Guy Rocks has got some severe mud butt tonight. Hashtag 3,000. Let's get up to that hashtag 4,000. I'm very excited.
Yeah, I like seeing that already. That's a great optimism and enthusiasm. Love seeing the hashtag 4,000. Mike Sullivan wants a veteran wide receiver more than anything in the world.
Max McElroy, I couldn't agree more. I could not agree with this more.
I think that's his grab picture.
No, looks good. I wish I had a little.
He's got a great head of hair.
Wallet to put up there.
Yeah, please. That would make my day if you had a wallet of Max McElroy.
Yeah, veteran wide receiver. You're damn right. Patrick Harms is on the Hercules train, no doubt about it. I think Hercules, just like BC, I think he's already been cut once. No other teams picked him up. Vikings bring him back. So we'll see. SSM Creations senior photo. I need to update.
I knew it was
photo. I like it.
It is. Was that an Eddie Bauer he's wearing?
I'm telling you. I wish I kind of want to give you my address so you can send me a wallet.
Yeah, and you will too.
Courtney Davis. Oh man.
I don't think Courtney Davis is even in the NFL anymore.
I hope he's thriving whatever he's doing, but it's not in the NFL. Dennison will make the team.
Yeah, he's a well-respected coach.
All right, well, let's wrap it up. Overall, it just seems like everyone's, as usual, has got high hopes for the Vikings. A lot of 11-6s. Lupagus had a 12-5.
What did you have?
I had 11-6.
Yeah,
I was in the vicinity.
You were.
Handful of 9-8, so we'll see what happens, but very exciting to see the schedule. Very exciting.
Well, one thing we should probably point out. If it's 9-8, I think we have a whole new general manager and coach next year. I really do.
If we're not in the playoffs, it's
going to be
it's done, so
clean slate, as they say.
Clean slate.
Yep, I agree.
Eric Bieniemy will be coming home.
Yeah. Yeah, he may be doing just that. All right, so that's it. That's the schedule. Alex Rush thinks we're going 17-0.
Yes.
Patrick Harms put out some trivia, and here's something you guys can tell your friends tomorrow morning at the water cooler at work. An octopus will eat its own arms if it gets really hungry. That's 8 of them. That's a lot of food.
All right. Thanks again, everybody. We'll be back.
Yeah.